it's Mike coming at you with another Planet Zoo Spotlight. Thank you for joining me, welcome to the video, and welcome to Redwood Zoo, created by Livic. Now, if you do enjoy this video, please make sure to leave a like, leave a subscribe if you are new, and if you would like to have your Planet Coaster Park or Planet Zoo Park shown on the channel, then make sure to join the Iron Gamers Discord server. The link will be up above or down below right now. Livic, like me, is another content creator for Planet Zoo Console Edition, so I will make sure to leave his link down below. He also does Let's Play series, he also does the Zoo Spotlights, so make sure to go and subscribe to his channel. Now, the description for today's zoo reads, "Welcome to Redwood Zoo, a North American themed mini-zoo. This zoo contains 7 different North American animal species, tons of shops, and even a gift shop. Make sure to view at daytime, enjoy." So I am really excited to check out this zoo. I didn't watch the series as I wanted to be surprised as I hopped into it. So without further ado, let's hop in and have a look around, shall we? Right, so here we are in the zoo, and look at this sign the second we come in. That is absolutely fantastic. It looks so good, really realistic, especially with all the foliage coming all the way around. And very much like all of the previous zoos that I've been looking at in these spotlights, we find ourselves in a car park once again. So very much like last week, I love the realism of the car parks. We've got all of the disabled parking just by the main entrance, and we've even got all of these redwood trees coming all the way around the car park, so really fitting name to have Redwood Zoo. And I think as we start heading around this zoo, we're going to notice that a lot of the wood textures and the logs and the foliage is all going to be picked appropriately for this zoo, because it really does have already that North American vibe to it. The font, I've noticed you've got a bit of a 3D effect there with the red and then the white right behind. And as we come through into the entrance itself, you've got all of the animal decals on the wall. We've got the information and the ticket kiosk just to our right hand side, and as we come through we have the North America sign right in front of us, coming right in front of a water feature. That looks absolutely fantastic. The rock work and the foliage looks amazing. We've got some beavers over there, we'll come back to them later on. I always seem to end with beavers. That's a strange sentence structure. Seriously, I need to grow up. I need to be able to do Planet Zoo Spotlights without chuckling every time I see beavers. Honestly, I'm the biggest child in the world. Seriously, Matty, grow up. It's just an animal. It's just an animal called a beaver. I don't need to laugh about it every single time. Just grow up. Anyway, let's have a look at these Californian sea lions, shall we? And all stop chuckling at how immature I am. Honestly, what am I like? Let's see if we can see any of these sea lions. Oh, there's one! Coming right in front of us, look. That is such a good viewing area. And we've got another one coming around right now. That looks absolutely amazing. Oh, that was such a good shot of them just as we were stood there. We will make sure to have a look at the elevated shot of that enclosure later on. I think we'll work our way around here. We've got a underwater viewing area here. So yeah, we'll have a look at the underwater viewing and then we'll have a look over the top afterwards. So what have we got here? Oh, we've got the American alligators. So let's have a look inside here. Can we see any from down here? The water's a bit murky. I can't see any floating just on the surface. Doesn't appear to be any there, does there? I certainly can't see any. Let's go and have a look where them people are stood. Have you guys had any more luck than I have? No? No, I think we're going to have to go upstairs, aren't we, and have a look from up there. But I really like this whole underwater viewing area that you've got right here. We've got another employee section just over there. And let's work our way around here and we'll go up the stairs and have a look in the actual enclosure itself from a bit of a elevated shot, and let's have a look what we can see, shall we? So we'll come up here and up we come, and we've got a really big expansive enclosure. Look at the size of that. Loads and loads of room for them. Oh, we've got one of the alligators actually playing with the food over there. I've never actually seen him play with the food. Oh, the food was moving by itself. That was a bit weird. And now I've come over, you've decided to not play with it. Hello? No, he's just going to walk off instead. Well, that was rude, but at least we actually got to see one of the alligators moving, which is unusual. Normally, they're extremely still. We've got one of the baby alligators in the water right over here. Are you going to swim at that ball and play with that? No, you're just going to swim around it. Okay, never mind. Right, let's hop back up onto this path again. And let's carry on our way around this zoo. So we've got 7 different enclosures in this zoo. So we have got a mini zoo once again. And that seems to be the theme of the spotlights that I've looked at so far. No one's really built an absolutely massive zoo so far. Most of them have been these mini zoos, just as people are starting to learn the game and get familiar with it. So I assume that once people have played it more and got more familiar with the percentage counter and the in-game pieces, that we will start seeing these bigger, more grand zoos that do really start pushing the limit of the game. Very much like what we had with Planet Coaster when that first came out. The longer it was out, the more people learned the game and learned how to exploit that counter, and we started seeing some mega parks come the end. But we've got the moose enclosure over here. Oh, look, we've got a baby moose. Oh my days. Excuse me, get back over here. Stop running away from me. That is so cute. Oh, the noises they make as well. That is adorable. And thank you ever so much to the people who commented on the last zoo spotlight that informed me that a group of mooses is actually just moose. So a singular moose is called a moose, and a group of mooses is also called a moose. So there you go, the more you know. Thank you to the people who let me know. We've got an American bullfrog over here. I doubt we'll be able to see one because they are extremely small. But as I say that, I've just noticed one sat on this lily pad over here. I can't believe how close you can get to the exhibit animals and just how highly detailed they are. For the people who are still saying, oh, I wish this game was coming to the PS4, why can't we have it on the PS4? It's reasons like that why. When you see how much detail has gone even into the smallest of animals in the game and how highly detailed and textured they are, that's why this is a next-gen exclusive only. The last gen just wouldn't handle it. It wouldn't be able to cope with the demands that this game has. And even with the performance issues that we've had on the next generation of consoles, the last gen just wouldn't have been able to handle it. So upgrade, people. It's worth it. Trust me. It's amazing. Just go out, buy a PS5, get this game. It's worth it. Trust me. But as we carry on past the moose enclosure, we'll work our way around here. What have we got around here? So I like the choice of path texture that you've got in this zoo. I think that works really, really well. We've got all of these shops just around here. I am going to have a bit of a elevated shot of this zoo at the end because there's quite a few differing paths that are going off in different directions and I don't want to miss anything, so I'll make sure to have a elevated shot later on to make sure we've covered everything. We've got the Arctic foxes just inside here. Is there any just inside the hard shelter here? No. What about further across? Have we got any over here? Oh, we've got some Arctic fox pups. Oh my days, they are so cute. Oh, they're adorable. Can we go and find your mum and dad? Let's go and have a look. So once again, we've got a massive enclosure. You're really generous with the size of enclosures that you're giving to your animals in this zoo, which is amazing to see. We've got another giant redwood tree just in the background over there. And the noises that these little Arctic foxes make are so sweet. Like, they're so cute with their little noises that they make. But yeah, a fantastic enclosure once again. I really like the wooden bridges that you've got going over the stream that runs all the way through this entire enclosure. Yeah, great job once again. We've got the one-way glass to make sure that they don't get too nervous with all of them guests there right in their hard shelter looking at them. But let's carry on back down here again. I do really like the choice of time of day that you've chosen for this zoo. It's almost like kind of the sun is just starting to come down, so it's causing this really nice ambience and lighting all the way through the zoo. The way that the sun is kind of casting through them trees, causing all of the shadows everywhere. Great choice of time of day. It really does add to this zoo. And then we've got this, once again, another cave. So you're really utilizing this kind of cave system coming through the zoo, like these multiple viewing areas to see all of the animals. But again, having that one-way glass, so it almost feels more like a preservation zoo, this one, with the giant enclosures and really kind of keeping the guests separated from the animals, making sure that the animals can't see any of the guests at all. And it really does give like the zoo its own identity. We've got some cougars over here, we've got the hard shelter over here. I really like this fencing that you've got with the mesh coming all the way down and then the wood trimming coming all the way through, a custom fence. And then look at the size of this enclosure. I think this might be the biggest enclosure of the entire zoo so far. We've got the cougar over here. We've got a cougar pup. It looks like it's trying to escape. Where are you going? Are you supposed to be up here? We've got another one right at the back. Are you all supposed to be back here? I'm not sure. I don't know. Have you guys escaped or not? I don't know. I'm just going to leave you to it. Did anybody else just see that? What was that? That was like a ninja jumping cougar. That was a bit strange. We'll just ignore that and move on. But a beautifully designed enclosure once again. Yeah, really well done with all of these. I really do like the designs of all of them. Well, we'll carry on walking past here. I think we're almost kind of like coming round back towards the end of the zoo already. So it really is a mini zoo, very much like the description said. But we'll turn left here and follow this path down here. So we'll pass the cougar sign. And then just now, right-hand side, we've got this big open area. I don't think that's a enclosure. I think that's just a bit of a scenic area with the big water feature. We've got another exhibit animal over here. So we've got some more, the bullfrogs once again. So we've got them in twice. And as we carry on over here, we've got a employee area just to our left-hand side. And then we've got the prairie dog enclosure. Absolutely massive prairie dog enclosure for them. And a really nice design just with all the rocks coming along the back. You've got loads of trees in the background, like really breaking it up as well. And, excuse me, sir, what have you got on your head? Let's just move away. I don't even want to say what I thought that looked like. Anyway, let's move on. That was awful. That was a terrible hat design. Frontier, what are you doing? Anyway, let's just have a look in this gift shop, shall we? So we have the Paulie plushies. So Paulie is somebody who is in my Discord server. He's a big member of the Planet Zoo community. And I know that he did all of these plushies just before we got the modular gift shop update where we had all of the in-game plushies. And that's the first time I've actually seen the plushies that Paulie did. And those are amazing. I'm not going to lie, I actually think those are better than the ones that we got in the update. Those were absolutely amazing. Yeah, great job. I love them. We've got the giant beaver enclosure over here. That looks absolutely amazing. There's no way I'm going to be able to find one because this enclosure is massive. I really like how you've built the dam there using all of the dead trees. I really want to try and see if I can find one. Is there one around here anywhere? No. What about over here? Is there any in the water possibly? Let's have a look underwater. No, I can't see any down here either. Come on, I must be able to find at least one. Around here maybe? Ah, there we go. There's one. They're actually quite big animals, aren't they? I'm just trying to think. I don't actually think I've just realised what I was about to say. I was going to say I don't think I've ever seen a beaver before. Oh my god. I didn't mean it like that, okay? I didn't mean it. Oh, let's just all have a look at the baby sea lions and look how cute they are. Oh my days. Why does this always happen? Every single spotlight, it happens. And it always seems to be at the end. We always save the beaver enclosure till the very end and then everything just falls apart. And I don't mean it, okay? I'm sorry. Let's just carry on. So we've got a cafe over here. Let's just have a look inside here, shall we? So we've got the restaurant just inside here, which looks out over the... Is this the enclosure? I don't think it is it? I think this was one of the facades. I don't think there's any animals inside there. I certainly don't think so. Let's have a look out over here, shall we? So... I don't think this was the enclosure. No, it's not. This is where the river is running all the way through, isn't it? We've got some of the foliage coming along all of the riverbank. We've got the bridge coming over, just kind of like separating up the two sides of the park. And I think that is everything. I think we've looked at the entire zoo. Let's just have a quick zoom out just a moment to make sure that we haven't missed anything. But I don't think that we have... I think we have been quite thorough and we have actually checked everything and we have looked at all of the enclosures in this zoo. I'm not going to have a look at this park at night because the description specifically said don't. It was a daytime zoo only. So let's go to some closing thoughts, shall we? So there we have Redwood Zoo, created by Lyric. And even though this was a mini zoo once again, it wasn't lacking for detail. And what I really, really like about this zoo is it didn't really feel like a zoo. It felt more like a preservation centre more than an actual zoo itself. Because of the size of the enclosures and the way that you've managed to keep the guests almost separated away from the animals completely, it really did feel like a preservation centre where they would be bringing the animals in, rehabilitating them, bringing them back to good health again, and then being able to release them into the wild. So yeah, great job. Loads of beautiful details throughout. I really did like this one. You're going to have to let me know down below in the comments what you all think, but I'm going to be back very soon with more Planet Coaster and Planet Zoo content. Until then, take care, stay safe, look after yourselves, and see you all very soon. Bye everybody!